Sometimes we want to be able to edit an image, particularly if we want to remove a background. This is always easier to do when you've got one colour as the background, but it is possible to do it on any image. Now I'm going to start off by opening an image that I've downloaded from the internet. Okay, I've stored it on my desktop and it's called Exercise. There we go, click on open. And you can see that it's quite a simple image. But what I want to do is remove the white background. Now to do it, I can either use the eraser tool in the bitmap section of the toolbar, and I can manually rub out the background. And you can see there that I'm getting this chessboard effect underneath, and that's because that means it's transparent underneath. Now it could be, sometimes it's quite difficult to see. So I think that it can be a good idea sometimes to make the background a really bright colour that's different to the image. It's not been used in the image already, and you can see there that I've already missed little bits, so I can go back and change it. Now I can also change the size of the eraser and make it bigger, so that obviously I can get rid of more in one go, and it just speeds things along a bit. But obviously the closer I get to the image, the smaller I want the rubber to be. And a good way of getting very accurate is using the zoom function. You can see here in the bottom right hand corner of the image it says 100%. I'm going to change that to maybe 300 or even 400%, and I'm just going to reduce down the size of the eraser. Here we go. And now I can get in nice and close, but you're going to have to be really careful not to actually take out any of the image. If you do, then it's just a case of going edit and undo, and it should get rid of what you've just done. See, I've reset my picture now. I'm going to show you the other way of removing the background. First of all, what you need to check is the canvas colour. So make sure that you've not selected anything on the actual image itself, and check that the canvas colour is this option. It's white box with a red line through, and that means transparent. I'm then going to select the magic wand tool from the bitmap section of the toolbar, and now I'm just going to click on the white background that I want to get rid of. As soon as you can see this almost like little ants marching around the screen, you can press the backspace key or the delete key, and you'll see that it'll get rid of the background, and I'll all in one go, and I've got that nice chessboard effect, so I can see exactly what's going to be transparent and what's not. I then just need to do the same thing on each of the different sections of the image, and make sure you get into all those little nooks and crannies, otherwise it's not going to work. And again, if you need to zoom in, you can see there, press backspace, that's okay, and the other hand there. And hopefully now, if I zoom out back to 100%, the background has now gone from the image. And if you want to just double check, you can try putting a different colour on the background, so you can just make sure, like I've missed a bit in the corner up there, so I can just make sure I've got rid of any other bits. To get rid of, once you've been using the magic wand tool, by the way, to get rid of this little ants marching around, if you just take the selection tool and double click on the image, it'll reset itself back to normal. The last thing that you need to do is really important, because if we just go file and save, we're going to save it back as a JPEG image, and that's not going to give us a transparent background when we want to use this in another document. So I'm going to start off by making sure my canvas is set to transparent, and then I'm going to go file and save as. Now I can call it the same thing, or I can give it a different file name, but what I do need to do is change it from a JPEG to a PNG. And as long as I change it to this PNG, we should be able, when we put it into another document, you'll be able to get that transparent background working. So click on save. There we go, that's my image is now saved and complete.